So that's basically what I'm going to cut out. That Welcome to Cutting Edge Designs. And it's going to be put into the flooring here. If you can see on the flooring we'll have the matting. It's going to go into that space there. The whole floor itself is a grey, and I'm going to put in red lettering. So I'm going to cut that out of 6 grey tiles and then inlay the red into the floor down there where you see the Aragon line. So that's what I'm going to do now. But this could be used for a wooden flooring or any type of flooring really, to give add a corporate logo or your own name, company name, basically anything you want really. So I'll show you now the machining. What I'm actually machining is a rubber tile. That's what I'm machining there. Very flexible. So that's what I'm machining. I have already set up over there, so I'll show you that now whenever it starts to cut. So I was going to say welcome to Cutting Edge Designs there, and we're going to fill it in with the red tiles down there with the same material. So that's what we're going to do with that. So we'll just start that program and I'll show you. Okay, that's it all cut now, and I'll have it actually on the floor itself. You can see it there. Welcome to Cutting Edge Designs. That is the female part of the job. Now I have to cut the male lettering, which will go into what you see there, which will be red to make it stand out. So that's the next part of the job, is to cut the male insert letters and then insert it into the flooring. And then that would be it, finished. This is the actual tile we're going to cut the male insert letters out of. We're going to cut it out of the centerpiece, away from the edging like that there. So what we do is we take the letters and we nest it into a square that size on the computer, and then the machine will come out and machine it out. But you can see the thing with this sort of material is you have to watch it lifting. So when the cutter's going around cutting letters out, it tends to pull it up off the bed itself. So you have to make sure you have plenty of clamping force on the face of it to hold it flush with the bed. Because if it starts lifting, then you get inaccuracies of the letters and then it'll not fit properly onto your actual female. So that's just one of the things you have to watch out, because it's very flexible. So I'll show you the nesting procedure on the computer now. Demonstration as well. Okay. What we have here is the actual panels that you've seen on the floor there a minute ago, which was cut out with a female cut. So what this represents, these 3 squares here represents the 3 red tiles I have, which are going to be used for the male insert, which is going to fill in the lettering. So what I want to do is nest as much lettering into each tile to maximise the material. So what we want to do is, the computer has a nesting command on it, which is very simple and very quick and very handy to use. So what we basically do is select the first tile and select as much as the lettering as you want. So we'll just select the whole lot and then go into the nesting command. I've already preset it with tool diameters and clearance around each lettering and how it's going to rotate the lettering into the square. So all you basically do is set that up and then nest it. And it'll try and cram as much lettering into that square. The square is the boundary. So it'll cram as much lettering into it and leave the other lettering that it hasn't been able to nest into the actual model. So we'll select the next one then, and select the remaining letters. Select them again, nest again, nest. So, and then we have a couple left, which will be sent on to the 3rd tile. So that's it. First tile, second tile, third tile. And then we have basically half a tile left if we want to change any of the lettering. So that's basically the nesting. So what we do is we set that to home position, and then we set it up so that it's cutting a male insert. We'll cut one of the letters, try it onto the floorboard or onto the floor. Make sure it's fitting okay, make sure the allowance, what the allowance is basically is just the amount left of a gap between the male and the female. With the likes of rubber, you want it fairly tight. So we'll cut one, try it, see what way it fits, and then modify it to suit the rest of the liner. So that's basically the nesting command. It's quite simple, quite straightforward. So you probably want to save that. Save as TST1. And then set up the home position. I have 0.2 of a millimetre allowance on it. That's 0.1 on the female and 0.1 on the male. So we'll cut one and we'll try it into the male or female panel and see what it turns out. Okay. Sand that off, pick up all that, remove that back of the spray and try it on the floor, and if it fits okay and I'm happy enough with it, we'll go ahead and shim the rest of it. Okay. So that's the double you put into place of the welcome. Fitted perfectly, so I would leave that the way it is. I'm going ahead and now cut the rest of it and then fill the rest of it in. So that fitted grand. So that's the finished floor, it all inlaid. Complete. With that being industrial rubber matting, that'll last you easily 10 years. And you can always change the colours, you can always pull the lettering back up and insert different coloured lettering if you wish. That's finished, complete on the floor. Zoom in on it. So that's it, just an inlaid flooring.